going to be talking about Pileas. I have about 5 different types of Pileas in my collection, and I've had them for quite a while, so I feel like I can do some care and tips on them because I've been doing pretty well with mine. I've had a pretty good luck. So I'm going to be talking about the light they need, the water they need, the temperature, the humidity, and common pests, and how to care for them. So, Pileas are commonly found in Central and South America, but ones such as your Pilea peperomioides, for example, this will come from places like China, like different Asian places like that. So, yeah, they're a pretty different looking plant compared to other genuses. So let's get right into the ones that I have and how I care for the specific ones that I have. First is this Pilea peperomioides. I'll give you a closer look. So I have a pretty small one. I mean, it was about half the size when I got it, and she has a few babies. So I really like this Pilea. I like the shape of the leaves, how they're pretty much round, and it's just really cute. Like, it's really a cute plant. This guy, I don't give too much light. She probably would like a little bit more light than I am giving her. She'd probably grow more. But I noticed when I give her a little more light, she has a lot more leaves turning brown, like the tips turn brown or even yellow. So, and as you can see, this one right here is all green, so that's a good sign. So I give her bright indirect light. She's not gonna want direct sun. I don't let this one dry out much. Once I see that it looks like it might be getting dry, I give her a little bit of water because I don't know, I'm scared of underwatering her, and honestly I haven't had problems with overwatering, so fine. Then let's go to this guy. So here, commonly known as an aluminum plant, I have this. It's actually a Pilea caderii, and I love this plant. Like, she's gorgeous. If you can just see that. Do you see that? Like, this is such a gorgeous plant. She prefers very bright, indirect light, okay? She will grow like a weed if she gets good light, but you don't want direct sun. Like what's coming in behind me on this window, like you can see the harshness on my face. That's not really what you're gonna want on your Pileas. I mean, maybe for like an hour or so as the sun's like going throughout the sky, that's okay. But you're not gonna wanna have it right up against a window where it's gonna get constant direct light, because then you will see a little bit of crispies on the leaves. And as you can see, this one has no crispies, and he's putting out some new growth. Let's see if it'll focus. Yeah. And he's pretty tall. I'd say this guy is about like almost 2 feet tall. And I have him about, I'd say like 6 feet away from 2 different windows. So yeah, such a beautiful guy. And they really don't require too much humidity. Like, the humidity that you want to keep in your area of your plants, like, it'll be enough for this. You don't need to like specially give this guy humidity. Of course you don't really want it to go underneath 50%, but yeah, they're pretty tolerant. They're pretty hardy, especially this one, the aluminum. I guess they call it a variegated aluminum plant. Especially this one, they're pretty hardy, so definitely would recommend this guy. And he's a heavy drinker, so I'll give him water probably like at least once a week. It really depends on when his soil is dry, because yeah. I love him. Okay. Now, the next Pilea that I'm going to show you is this guy. I think they might call this baby tears or string of tears or something like that, but this is a Pilea glauca. And let me tell you a little something about this one. Very beautiful, very cute, very little leaves. Let's see if I can focus. Yeah. So he has like really little stems. He's really, really cute. But if you will go a few days without giving this guy water, trust me when I say he will drop like 50% of his leaves. So, my tip with this guy is not to let it fully dry out. Because I don't know, with my experience, that has just been a nightmare. So, this guy, I mean, I guess it's because the leaves are so small and so thin and everything, and I have it in a small pot. He drinks a lot. Like, I water this guy like probably every 2 or 3 days. But it's really pretty. It has like a, let's see if I focus. It has like a bluish tint to the little leaves, and the stems are like a darker. It's really pretty. So I would recommend this guy. Doesn't need an insane amount of light, but of course, like all the other Pileas, are gonna want like pretty good indirect light, not direct. So Pilea glauca. So my next Pilea I'm gonna show you is actually in a dish that's mixed with 2 other plants. I did this a while ago. But, so here's the Pilea I'm talking about. It's this guy right here. I don't know if it will focus. Pilea involucrata, or a friendship plant, I think they call it. It's the one where the leaves are super, super, super textured and ruffly, but and they're like a lime green, but on the inside of the leaf, like on the veins, it's like a darker brownish red. I'll give you a little closer up of this. You can see it's not like the healthiest looking one. I don't pay much attention to this plant, to be honest. I've had it for a really long time, but definitely pretty. And when they're big, they look a whole lot better. But yeah, Pilea involucrata, probably my least favorite, only because I've had the most trouble with this one. If you give it too much light, crisp. The leaves will crisp, they will burn. This guy is so susceptible to mealybugs. Oh my gosh, the little crevices on this guy, mealybugs love. And let me tell you, it is like impossible to get them out because they're in the little crevices and you can't get them out. I try to use a cotton swab, but it really doesn't work. I mean, that's like the #1 downfall with this. This isn't the easiest Pilea, honestly, and they're pretty common, and I don't know, maybe it's just me. Am I doing something wrong? Please let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Alright, now, the next Pilea that I'm going to be talking about is the Pilea Creeping Charlie. Now let me show you the one that I have. Okay, this is the Pilea Creeping Charlie that I have, and as you can see, it is big. It takes up my entire head. And I actually, probably like 2 or 1 week ago or something, I cut this guy back dramatically because he's just getting out of control. These guys grow like weeds, and they actually, I think, do kind of grow like weeds outside. But I think it's really pretty. It's like a really nice like curtain. But again, this guy is extremely susceptible to mealybugs. Like these, it has the same kind of ruffly leaves as the last one I showed you, the Friendship Pilea. And they just have a ball having their little families in here, so I need to clean this guy like once a week because he has mealybugs and it's just so annoying. But very pretty Pilea. It grows super fast. Like, this guy grows really, really fast. Definitely loves water. Like, I am watering this guy every 2 or 3 days, and it's in like a 6 or 8 inch pot. I mean, but there's like quite a bit. I mean, it's kind of one-sided, as you can see. Like, this side kind of has none, but it's a very full pot. It's all just going towards one side because that's where the window is, where I have it placed. But yeah, this guy takes a whole lot of water, and humidity wise, again, I think that above 50%, that'll be fine. They don't need an insane amount of humidity, but like, if you can get a little bit more, I think that would help. Alright guys, hey, I'm back. It's the next day. My camera died while I was filming the Creeping Charlie part of the video, but I was pretty much done with talking about the Creeping Charlie anyway. So just a whole recap of the Pilea family care. You're gonna want to keep the temperature where you have these at least 60 degrees. I mean, that's kind of with any plant. Like, they're gonna really love like around 75. Like, that's probably their peak, you know? That's probably what they love the most. But so that goes the same with Pileas. Pileas, they do like to be watered. I don't let them dry out completely. Like, I don't let them get bone dry. I'll let them dry out like 85–90%, and then I'll give them some water. And with humidity, as far as that goes, you're gonna need at least 50. I mean, that's playing it safe. Like, having 50% humidity, your plants are gonna really appreciate that. You know, any plant. Also Pileas. As far as the light goes, you're gonna want to keep these in bright light, but not in direct light. I mean, if they get like, say, an hour of direct light throughout the day, that's okay, but you're not going to want to have it right up against a window. You're going to want to have it a little bit far back because they will get burned on their leaves. Like the tips will get a little bit crispy. Especially with this Cabirii, the tips can get crispy if you have it in too much light. Mine isn't, because, you know, I have him a good amount. You know, I have him like pretty far back from a window, but he gets like pretty constant indirect bright light. As far as pests, these are extremely vulnerable to mealybugs and even aphids, I think. Honestly, what I'm gonna say is you just have to really regularly clean these because they have like very textured, ruffly leaves. This is pretty textured, and it's not even like the most textured one I have. I mean, if you saw the Creeping Charlie, you know what I mean. Or even this one, the Friendship one, extremely hard when it comes to pests. So I just recommend spray it with neem oil, clean it regularly. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much with any plant. You're gonna want to clean them regularly and check them, but these, you're gonna want to check them like every single day for mealybugs, because as soon as you see them, if there's one, there'll be like 10 by the next day or two. So for sure, always be on top of that. I take like a little cotton swab and I'll like kind of go like this around the leaves, and I'll put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on it, or I'll put some insect control. I use this, and I actually do really like this. But yeah, so that's all of my tips for Pileas at the moment. I don't really have many Pileas on my wish list. Like, I don't think I have any Pileas on my wish list right now. Like, the ones I have, I'm totally happy with. So yeah, I've been doing really well with them, except for the bugs, but you know, that's just an ongoing problem. So I really hope that you guys could take something away from this video and put them towards your own Pileas, your own plants. If you have any further questions about one of these specific type of Pileas, then please leave a comment. If you're wondering where I got any of them, please let me know, because I will definitely let you know. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in and watching my video. I will be posting very regularly. I have a whole lot of plans to share, a whole lot of tips, a whole lot of knowledge. So please just like this video if you like my Pileas, if you like these tips, and subscribe. Thanks guys, bye. Goodbye.